is no nationalism of people on the earth called Jews. So you cannot say that I am trying to entice hatred. I am talking about a religious culture called Christianity, a religious culture called Islam, and a religious culture called Judaism. All those cultures were designed by the Jews, who know themselves as being responsible for the leading center called Judaism, Zionists, Israel, America, England, London, France, Russia, Germany. All of those rich, highfalutin Zionist white crackers have all set up this demise for all of us over the planet, literally killing us and creating world genocide is what we're talking about here, because they are nothing but mechanicalized, okay, destructive genetics. That's what they are. Their whole genetics has been machined around nothing but murder and decadence and mayhem. And this is the reason why I had to point out to you that they have hid the knowledge of how our earth shifts on its poles and what to expect in weather formations and the return of the god of Sar or the Buddha being what it is to this day. They're hiding that from you too, which is the biggest thing they can do to you, because your window of salvation opportunity is closing every day. And the more you hold on to that paradigms of Jesus and Frosty the Snowman and all that foolishness, you're going to create failure circumstances at your opportunity to launch yourself into immortality. So you're going to have to die again and wait billions of years to be incarnate again. And then when you incarnate again, if you still don't have no energy and mind toward making yourself evolve and become a god, you're just going to do that again. And always, you could be an aggregate that lay on the ground and people walk and piss on you and dogs urinate on you and everything like that for a long time before you get a chance to incarnate back to probably a slug or ant or something like that. You have to go through a million years of processing before you get a chance to be a human being again and launch your chance at immortality. So this is not a joke. This is something that you really need to take seriously. This is the study of us black people that was written in stone. And let me show you what the Caucasians came along and did. See, all this stone stuff you're looking at, even his face is what I'm talking about. See, let me show you.
Ancient monuments, precisely aligned to celestial events. History written in stone, honoring otherworldly rulers.
See?
And a calendar accurately predicting shifts in the Earth's axis every 26,000 years.
That's what I wanted to show you. They can show you this face right here and this staircase of all this antiquity, but they can't just flat out ever come out and say to you, the black man and woman, the melanated man and woman are the people responsible for Atlantis, Lemuria, all the civilizations on the earth, including our civilizations of Rome and Greece. All this stuff, we got to give respect to the melanated woman and man for it. They won't tell you that. And I'm saying that to you Spanish people so you can all be proud of your black skin. You don't have to let no one make you believe that you just like the other black people, that you have to hate yourself for you having that beautiful black skin. Don't do that.
Did the Maya of Central America really create one of the most advanced, precisely aligned to celestial events? History written in stone, honoring otherworldly
He's going to ask a question. Did the Mayans of Central America create a civilization? Now watch this. Listen to the question.
26,000 years. Did the Maya come back?
Lord Pakal's sarcophagus was his spaceship. He's the original Rocket Man.
They didn't have metal, they didn't have electricity. What they did have is advanced mythology, advanced language, and advanced religious culture.
Now he's going to say they didn't have metal, they didn't have electricity. They did have metal. They had gold. Someone just stole it. See, this is how they lie. This is how they lie. They had metal, they had gold.
Precisely aligned to celestial events.
Look how the sun is all hitting the temples and everything.
Written in stone, honoring honoring otherworldly rulers. And a calendar accurately predicting shifts in the Earth's axis every 26,000 years. Did the Maya of Central America really create?
This is what I wanted to show you. See all these little stones in here? Do you see them? You see how these things have been precision shaped? Do you see what I mean? Let me tell you what I mean. These guys took these stones wherever they could find them at, and they took a gavel and they worked them with that gavel to make them be the specified precision or the specified dimension of cubic display that they wanted it to be. Or the cubic displacement is what I should say, that they wanted it to be. Okay? So they built these things for a special sound effect, densities in certain areas, okay, and layouts in certain areas, all designed with what the master builder had in mind. It's not that they just worked with what they had. They shaped and precision each stone to be of a certain dimension. And when they read this thing from ground level, they knew for a fact what hole would be here before they even made it here. They knew what the dimension of this square would be, because this is the accurate master builders that they are. And these things were designed for all kind of things. For the soothing of moods, they were built for stabilization of the earth wobble. They were built as acoustic for making sounds that go around the earth, sounds that we can't hear with our septal ears, but yet they were making sound vibrations, as well as light. What was going on with the light that was coming inside of these buildings was tranquil, probably, and medicinal to all the people that was able to come inside and sit up under that gold dome. And I'll guarantee you that what I'm saying to you is the truth. That's the reason why he opened his mouth right away and say to you they didn't have any use of metal. But you know what? Yes, they did. I guarantee you they learned about them. They had knives and every damn thing. See, you're not going to be making structures like this and not be smart enough to set up a freaking like a ore, what they call it, a smelter or a forge.
One of the most advanced civilizations of ancient times? Or did their intelligence originate from somewhere else? Perhaps out of this world.
They didn't have metal, they didn't have electricity, but what they did have is advanced mythology, advanced language, and advanced religious culture.
See, that doesn't make sense. No metal, all right? But then for somehow they was able to just go on past everything and come up with a religion. Religion is not something that people create for themselves. Religion is something that someone outside of you come and give to you. You yourself would not create a religion for yourself. You would just create a way of doing things and the way things must go according to what you have and according to what makes common sense. The only way you end up with foolish shit like Frosty the Snowman and Santa and White Man is God is because someone outside of yourself came and forced that on you because it was beneficial to them. So these people did not have no damn religions. They just had rituals and customary ways. Religion is something that was introduced from the white man. Until his arrival on earth, didn't nobody have no damn religion. They had philosophies and rituals and ways of doing things that was customary to their nationalism. The white man is the only one who went around the world with a religion that was his and pushed it on everybody else.
They understood astronomy to an incredible degree, more so than any of the societies at the time.
And even in Islam, it was the same thing with him.
Convinced that timing was crucial because the gods were going to come back.
We're back.
Lord Pakal's sarcophagus was his spaceship.
Now this is what I'm talking about. Now they're going to tell you that this was the spaceship of this guy. Now remember, they didn't have no metal, okay? But now he's got a spaceship. So what did he do? Fly into outer space with a stone spaceship? See, this is the stuff that I need to be here to point out to you, because if I don't, it'll just go right over your head and we'll all be growing up in the world that's full of incompletions, because that's exactly what's wrong with our world. It's incomplete because we was educated by people who wanted us to be incomplete.
He's the original Rocket Man.
Millions of people around the world believe we have been visited in the past by extraterrestrial beings.
Okay, we've been visited by them. We couldn't have been the people that was brought here. The thing is that us as melanated people, we were brought here and seated here on this earth. The white man can't claim being brought here and seated on this earth because he knows his true history is that other people came here to this earth and used our DNA, that used DNAs that was all over the earth and spliced it all together to make him. See, that's what the problem is. He doesn't want to tell the truth that there is a unique difference between white and black, and the unique difference is that the black people were made by the space traveling, all planet inhabiting, melanated, dominant people that is throughout our entire universe. The white man has a limitation to a small portion of space, and his existence in that small portion of space is through other capable geneticists who has used various genes that was available here on earth and came here to earth and used those genes and spliced them together and created the white man to be a warmonger. That's the reason why he won't come flat out and say, yes, there is people that come to the earth and visit the earth and bring people to the earth and use genetics, intelligence on the earth to create new species of existence all the time. We are one of those such examples of created existences, that the truth be told. They all know that about themselves. They all know that they are genetically inferior to the black people because the black people DNA is what was used by these invading scientists that came here and used the genetics of us melanated god and goddesses and spliced it with genetics of other things on the earth. I don't know exactly. Some people say the rhesus monkey, this and that. It makes sense with me, but I can't flat out say that because I myself have not found any truth. This is a hypothesis that has a whole lot of energy toward me going along with it than it has negative energy with me trying to go against it. I will be more for it with what proof I do have by the demeanor of white people and by the circumstances of our earth being the way they are, and seeing how things could be synonymous with this story all adding up and fitting into place. I'll be quick to assume that there is some serious validation to that claim.
What if it were true? Did ancient aliens really help to shape our history? And if so,
see, that's what I was saying about the sun.
Success and believe we have been visited in the past by extraterrestrial beings. What if it were true? Did ancient aliens really help to shape our history? And if so, did ancient aliens really help?
Look at that.
To shape our history. And
see, that's exactly what I mean about the sunlight coming, striking a poles on buildings right here. That's not the case, but that's what I'm talking about. See, they would make the tip of those pyramids be aligned where this part right here will fall right on top of that pyramid, like the woman legs walking on earth. And then right here is where her vagina will be, and where the man falls, all that is where you see those doors, and also you see steps for him to walk down. That's what I've been trying to point out to you.
So, did they plot?
See, there's the steps right there. Now let's see what it looks like when you get to the top.
The success and demise of the ancient Maya civilization.
See, there's the same.